Hello all you wonderful people, and welcome back to another episode of An Ecologist Plays. Today we are starting something new. We are going to play a bit of Green Hell. So we're into the Amazon this time around, and I'm just going to start up a single player game. And we're going to follow the story of Dr. Jake Higgins, and we're going to do it on King of the Jungle difficulty, which is basically the second highest difficulty level after Green Hell difficulty, which has permadeath on. So while this is loading, I'm just going to skip and I'll be back with you when the story starts. So let's jump right in.
Okay, I'm here.
Hey! I made it!
Is everything all right?
Yeah! You can come up!
You do know you have the walkie-talkie, right?
So that person down there, that is our wife, and she is actually going to have quite an important role in this game, directly or indirectly.
You can come up.
Just go ahead. I need to find something in my backpack.
Yeah, I bet you
I bet
just
you
want
want
to
to
nap.
nap some more. I know you all too well.
Maldición. Can't hide anything from you.
Very well. You can catch up, yes? The path leads through that canyon.
I know.
So this is giving us the first view of the Amazon, which we will be playing in, and you can see the macaws, the bright red parrots, flying past here. And we'll probably be talking about them a little bit later in the series as well. Overall, the graphics is set to relatively high, but not too high, so we don't have too much lag while playing this game. And our objective at the moment is to find the camp, which will be through this canyon, according to him. Now, we are going to have a map later on. Initially, we actually don't start with a map at all. And we're going to have a way to navigate as we go along as well. For now, however, I can't even run. Apparently, my little... oh, there's an iguana. There's actually more than one iguana. So, green iguanas over there. Hello. I can't chase you, little lads. But my person can't run at the moment. Most likely because he's exhausted from rowing up the river. We've got bananas here. We'll come and get you later. But here we are. Here's our camp. Now, at this point, doesn't seem much like a survival game. I mean, this is luxury. Well, based on what I'm used to. So I should probably let Mia know that we found the...
Oh, have you tied down the boat?
See. Jake, I know this might sound stupid under the circumstances, but I am glad we came back here.
Yeah, I feel you. The place is beautiful. Still,
we can't forget what we came here for in the first place, I know. But as soon as we're settled in, I am off to the Jawahuaca village. And what if they will not speak to us?
come on, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You're a phenomenal interpreter. If anyone can communicate with them, it's you.
Good thing I have an anthropologist at hand, Dr. Higgins.
Okay, so we've got an anthropologist, which we are playing, and we've got his wife Mia, which is an amazing interpreter. So they're trying to make contact with one of the Amazonian tribes, the Jabawaka, which there are a lot of different tribes in the Amazon, and we are going to try and contact some of them.
Okay, I found the tent.
Is everything all right?
The camp looks impressive. They put up a tent for us. Looks like everything's ready. Soul Trail always delivers. At first glance, it looks like we have everything we might need.
Perfecto.
So this is the tutorial section of the game, and
Well, that's everything. We're officially settled in.
You know what that means, don't you?
I remember the agreement, but maybe you should... Maybe we should reconsider this. I'm not sure it's the best idea for you to visit them alone.
Cariño, you know I have to do this. It's the only way to make them talk. Oh, don't worry. It'll be all right. Better pick up some wood. Let's have a romantic dinner.
Romantic canned beans.
Use your imagination.
Well, you'd be surprised what you can make with canned beans if you want to be romantic. We've got a nice tribal mask, we've got some cork boards which are being set up with all kinds of information. On the animals, we are going to be seeing tapirs and capybaras and armadillos, which is quite awesome to see in life. Poison dart frog. Now these are amazing creatures. We are going to be encountering them as well, and I'll be talking a bit about them and their ecology as we go along as well. Definitely something not to pick up. Here are the Jabawaka, which we are going to be seeing as well as we go along. And then the basic forest structure, which I'll be talking about a little bit later as well. So for now, we need to choose a place for a small fire. And this is quite easy. This is the tutorial section, as I've said. So they're basically teaching us the controls, but I think it's important for setting up the story that we actually go through this as well. So we've got a machete as well.
Honey, I can't seem to find a bag or two. Are you sure you brought everything?
Yeah, everything the porters left. Why? Is anything missing?
I'm not sure yet. But it feels that way.
It always seems to go that way, though, that you think you've got everything and then you are missing something as well. As I was saying, this is the tutorial section, so we are going to be learning a bit about the background of the story that we are doing, and then we'll get into really surviving after this tutorial section. So I will have a link down below in order to skip this tutorial section if you just want to get down to the main story. But you know, obviously, if you are keen for learning how to play this game, at least then you can do that. We are just building a little small fire here.
Looks like everything's ready. Mia, can you bring me a lighter?
Remember when I mentioned we seemed to be lacking some equipment?
Don't tell me.
Yeah, we have no fire.
Not a single lighter, nor box of matches. We ordered both. Did you check everywhere?
I did. You need to do it the old-fashioned way.
Well, not the best start of the expedition.
Okay, so fire being essential when you are surviving. If Survivor, the game show, taught me anything, it is that you need fire in order to survive. So we're just going to harvest this to get some normal sticks. So the crafting in this game is actually quite nice. If we go to our notebook, we have got a variety of things that we can make. We've got the recipes, we've got the hand drill recipe now. We need a stick or a plank and a small stick. Now we've got that in our backpack. Quite easy to just craft, and now we have a hand drill. However,
I need to find something dry.
as he says there, you can't just go and expect to make fire with 2 sticks. It is far more complicated than that. But if they really wanted to make it as realistic as the real life is, you would probably sit here for a day or two trying to make fire. However, as is, you need your hand drill, and you need a bird's nest or a fiber or some kind of dry material. And then you can make fire. And once you've got an ember, put it in the fire, and voila.
Oh, Mia! The fire is burning.
Coming. Give me a minute.
How do you do it?
What?
You seem so calm.
I am calm. I don't know how to explain it, but strangely, it feels safer here than there.
Oh, I don't know. Jaguars, venomous spiders, and snakes. Let's not forget the scorpions. A mere ant's bite hurts like hell.
I am well aware of that. But still, we have a chance to achieve something. Make a difference. At home, all we could have done was be helpless and wait. I prefer the wilderness.
I love you. If I had known where my ambition would lead us, if I knew it would put you in danger, I wouldn't have written that damn book.
Yeah. And if everyone had that attitude, there would be no scientific progress whatsoever. Don't blame yourself. There might still be time to reverse the whole thing. And I love you too, cutting you.
Nonetheless, I'm a bit worried about you meeting the Yabawaka.
Everything will be fine. I need to go alone. We already agreed that's the only way. Besides, they don't seem to like you.
They don't seem to like outsiders. They shot arrows at a military chopper.
Hard to blame them. Since you published your book, they've been under siege by the media, scientists, doctors. The World Health Alliance established a medical camp and probably performed research, violating the tribe's taboos. But I will convince them. I have to.
So there's a bit of foreshadowing there of what has happened and what will happen in still potentially. And as we are in a rainforest, obviously it's raining at the moment. And Mia is MIA. So let's see. There's a little note here. Call me on the radio when you wake up. There's a little gift for you. Yay! I love gifts. So let's call Mia.
Hello? Mia?
Hey, sleepyhead. Finally up?
Where are you?
I should reach the village shortly.
Remember, if you see a totem, do not go any farther. Those are clear warnings.
I know. I read your book.
Well, I was hoping we'd have breakfast together. You surprised me, that's all.
Admit it. You thought I forgot your birthday, didn't you? Well, I didn't.
Exactly what I wanted. It even has solar batteries.
And a macro element scanner. Check yourself to see if you're not missing any. We've been here only a few days, but stress can wear you out.
Tell me about it.
Right, so this is, instead of having a health bar, well, we've got a health bar on the left hand side, but instead of bars indicating our nutrient status and so, we've got this watch with the orangish reddish bar being proteins, yellow being carbohydrates, blue being water, and green being fats. If you have all of them full, you have 100% health. As they go down, however, your health also starts deteriorating, and if all of them reach 0, you die. So in this game, you could technically survive by just drinking water, which means you just have a maximum health of 25%, because each of them, if they are full, contributes to 25% of your health. Now we also, in addition, have got the time on here. It is also a typical watch, as well as the date, and we also have a compass and GPS coordinates on there as well. So we are going to be using this watch in order to navigate. Now if we have checked here, we can see that our proteins have started going down. At this point I really wouldn't have worried about it, but the game says we must go and find something nutritious. So it's in our backpack and we can just go and eat. And now it's filled up.
Well rested and well fed.
Perfect. And keep it that way. We need that brain of yours working at peak performance.
I'll try to take good care of it. Have you found them yet?
See, and as expected, they don't want to talk. They behave as if I am not here.
But they haven't driven you away. That's a good sign. You need to convince them that you're one of them.
Agreed. That seems to be the right course of action. I will sleep on the edge of the village and only eat what I can find.
Brave girl.
Thanks for the encouragement. Looks like I'm on my own from now on. We can't get in touch so often as long as I remain in the village.
Been thinking the same, but didn't want to say it. I really don't want to lose touch.
If anything goes wrong, I'll leave the village and get you on the radio. Otherwise, you can assume everything is just fine and there is no need to worry.
All right. Let's focus on the goal. I'll be focusing on indexing new plant species. I think I saw a few new specimens around here.
Okay, so the anthropologist here, Dr. Jake Higgins, also has an interest in plants. And tobacco leaves here are great for healing venom bites, but what else can they heal? So we are going to be using plants in order to survive. And there are some to the north side of the camp. After climbing a rock, there are plenty of them. It's a good place to start. So I guess we should go and find some tobacco. Now, this goes without saying, but this is your spoiler warning for the rest of the game. Of course, if you want to get the game, it is available on Steam. Currently, it is 150 rands, so it's not that expensive, and really a worthwhile game. Very nice story and really an amazing survival game. Ooh.
Oh, me.
Right, so that wasn't very nice.
Mia. I know I was supposed to not call, but a line snapped and I fell down a good 30 feet.
Are you okay?
I'm not sure.
Hold on. I'll walk away a bit so they can't hear you. Let me know once you have checked yourself.
Okay, so this brings us to the next part, injuries, which can and will happen during your travels. So if we go and look at ourselves here, we can actually go and inspect all our limbs to find out whether anything is wrong. And our one arm and our two legs seem to be fine. However,
That's definitely not good.
yeah, that's not good. So in the rainforest situation like we are here, anything can get infected, so we need to treat it.
It's all right. Nothing's broken. Just scratches and bruises. Nothing to worry about.
In the jungle, every scratch can be dangerous. You need to patch everything up. You remember how to do it?
Yes, I do. Mullenaria. Long, smooth, acute leaf, surrounded by yellow flowers.
That's it.
Okay, I'll go look for it.
You should have it in your notepad. Call me when you've treated your wound.
Roger that. Over and out.
So here we go. Looking at our notebook, we can see we can make a bandage with Mollinaria leaf. And this is what the Mollinaria plant looks like. Does it look familiar? So here we go. Easy peasy. Using our machete, we have harvested the Mollinaria leaf, and now we just make a little bandage. So we craft it into a bandage. Always good to have more than just one. As my cousin always used to say, make another one for Justin, just in case. And now we just need to treat our wound. We do not want it to get infected, because that can happen in this game. If you leave your wounds, there's a very good chance that it's going to become infected. Even if treating it with a bandage, there is still the chance that it is going to get infected.
Here I am, all wrapped up nicely.
Does it hurt?
It's not that bad.
Not much.
Good. Hopefully, it will heal fast.
So, how are you doing?
I'll be initiated in a few days. I am optimistic. I expect to be treated as one of their own after that, and I should be able to ask some questions then. Some elders are opposed to this, though. Luckily, Chief Kuini is on my side.
Why are they opposed?
I think they were divided even before I joined them. The chief wanted to approach the World Health Alliance peacefully, but a few of the elders insisted on fighting. Now, the Jabahuaca basically have two factions.
Sounds dangerous, Mia. Be careful.
I'm not in any danger. Told you, I'm optimistic. Jake, please come in. Jake, I need you here. Jake, please answer me.
Mia? What happened? Mia, speak to me. Mia!
Okay,
What the hell's going on over there?
our lady's in danger. We need to go rescue. So, a lot that happened there, and this is green hell, everybody. We were in a very safe space. Now, we are no longer.
Hello? Jake, what the hell is going on there? Oh, come on, speak to me, Jake. ¿Por qué no me respondes?
Mia? Mia? This radio.
So lots of things happened there, and Jake made a whole lot of mistakes running around at night with no torch, nothing whatsoever. And it seems we fell down from there somewhere, not sure where, but from there up there I think we fell down, and here we are, and life just got a whole lot more difficult. So we are going to run around, get some rocks, because we are definitely going to need to use some stones, and I think that would now be enough. We can also have a look around, see if we can find anything else. Let's see, we've got a stick here, very good, always have a stick. And any coconuts up on the trees? Not yet, not that I can see. Okay, so along the trees we also have these lianas, which is basically a creeper or a vine, which is creeping up along the big trees here, and we can harvest them for rope. Now, depending on what environment you are in, there would generally be some kind of species you could use as rope. Sometimes it is a vine like this, but in the Western Cape of South Africa, where I am, we actually have, in the fynbos shrublands, we've got a plant that you can use the bark as a rope. You break a branch off and you strip the bark, and you can make quite a tough rope with that. It's actually so tough that you can't easily break it with your hands, which is quite amazing. We're going to grab as much of these ropes as we possibly can, because we are going to be needing a few things to make this journey less hazardous, let's say. We are going to need armor and weapons. And as soon as we have that, we can set out. Now, in this cave, there's a caiman lizard running around there. There's also an obsidian stone, which is very useful. We're going to be making an obsidian spear with that. Now, as I said, crafting in this game, quite easy, and we can make a stone blade because we need something to harvest animals with that we do kill, because we are going to be hunting quite a bit, and we need an axe, and for that 2 stones, a rope and a stick. And now we have something to chop the trees down, because we lost the machete that we had while we were running around in the forest trying to, well, I don't know, do what, trying to go look for Mia. We can now also craft a spear. Basic survival skills, or basic survival, we need at least a spear. Now, it is easy to make a simple spear just by using a long stick. However, we want to be a little bit more civilized, so we're going to make an obsidian spear, which is going to be much stronger. And I think we also need a bow. Now, we don't have arrows yet. We need to first get a bird, or kill a bird, to get the feathers. Now, sometimes there are some toucans like that flying way up there, and they sometimes do come to sit on these tree trunks. We can also just quickly go and catch an arowana. Arowanas being predatory fish found in the fresh water around here, and in some of these pools, if we actually manage to get them, that's going to be a nice bit of meat for us. Gotcha! Okay, so there's some fish. I think we can catch another one if it swims past, and then we should have enough meat for us to last a bit. Aha, gotcha! Okay, so in our backpack we now have 2 of these arowanas taking up space and contributing some weight as well. Now, there is a toucan way up there. If I can get the right angle, I could potentially cast a stone at it. We need to make arrows, so we need to get one of these toucans at least. Hey! Got him. Okay, so we can take the body of the toucan there. Now things are going to be a little bit simpler. So if we harvest this, it gives us feathers, and we get the arrow recipe, which would be 2 feathers and a small stick. So now that we've got a bow and arrow and a spear, all we need is armor, and that should be relatively easy. Now we're going to eat a lot of mushrooms in this game. These ones here give you a bit of carbohydrates and some energy. A little bit of energy, which is useful though when you are trying to do that last bit of work before dark. At least that gives you energy. I need some of that when marking exams, I think. Anyway, so to craft armor, quite easy. 2 rope, a banana leaf, and 3 normal sticks. And that will give you stick armor. It is not the best, but it gets the job done. So we're going to see and craft another one. So let's quickly put this on our arms and pick up the one lying on the ground, because anything on the ground will also degrade over time. So if you just leave it, after a few seconds it starts losing durability. And the durability on the armor here isn't the best to start with, 26%. As we get better, however, in crafting things, then the durability gets higher. Okay, now I am fully armored and ready for action. And I think let's start heading out.